What's up, everybody? SC here, bringing you the final installment of this season of KCM, Season 2 of 2022. Just a quick disclaimer here, though. Before we start the games, guys, I am sick right now with COVID. I've been sick for about 7 days. It's been a little bit rough. I've had a really sore throat, fever, cough, all that stuff. So there's probably going to be some extra editing and breaks during this so I can drink some water, that type of thing. A little bit different. It's going to be a little different than the previous week's casting. So I just I don't really want to wait anymore. I could have waited until I guess I'm at 100%, but I'm about like 90% recovered at this point, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting. And I'm getting kind of bored, to be honest. Just hanging out, I've been going on walks every day and mostly just chilling on the couch. I played all the way through Red Dead Redemption 2 during this time. I'm like 90% done or something like that. So playing some of my Steam library. It's been a little break from doing all my normal stuff, so just chilling on the couch, relaxing. But now I think we're ready to get back to it. We're going to start off these games as Epic Protoss versus Zerg finals. I hope you guys enjoy it. Get into the first game. Alright, our first game of the night. Very first set, the finals of 2022. Let's get it started. Got Shine going up against Shuttle. Is that correct? Jam Tube? Actually can't remember who this is. Movie, okay. I was completely off. Let's bring up the lineup. I don't even think Shuttle's in this lineup, to be honest. No, he's not. Okay. Getting those IDs a little bit mixed up. We've got Shine here in the bottom left, and he's against Movie in the top left on Revolver. Our lineup is now on the screen. It's Soma, Shine, Sulky, and Jaedong versus Movie, Vinny, Snow, and Bisu. First look at this lineup. I feel like Protoss came to win here today, guys. I don't know if Zerg is doing the same. How come they brought Shine along and Jaedong as well? No offense to Jaedong fans, he's not been doing well in KCM recently. I don't think he's gotten a win so far in KCM. Is that right? I might be wrong on that, but I feel like he hasn't even gotten a single win yet. He's been brought out a few times this season. Hasn't had the best results. And there's a bunch of great Zerg players right now that could have come out here. I mean, Action, Hero, just to name a couple. I think those would have been amazing replacements for these two, but they've decided to bring out Shine and Jaedong. Maybe a little bit of overconfidence, possibly, or maybe they have some secret builds here that they want to bring out. You know, Shine is Mr. Bag builds, right? He might have something sneaky planned here to take out Movie in this on this map in game number 1. Revolver. It is a bit of a strange map. We've got Movie sending out 2 probes. He wants to scout right away. He is going for an early Nexus here, and Shine just gonna block the back of his minerals. Doesn't want to get cannon rushed. It's not been something that Zergs have been too worried about for like I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Zergs have not been worried about cannon rushing for a long time, and Movie's kind of put the fear of God back in them, it feels like, because he's made a cannon rush seemingly strong again. It's kind of a crazy thing, and you can see Shine really taking it seriously. He sees the second probe now. He's bringing down 2 more drones, and this is just delaying Shine's income by a lot here. It's really, really good for Movie because he threw down the Nexus immediately. He's not committing anything to this except for the second probe being out on the map for a little bit. That's not really a big deal. He's already sent that damaged probe back home. He's got the other probe here working. And the Nexus is on the way. It's about halfway done. So, I mean, movie feeling good right now. Shine building the hatchery in the center left. This is an aggressively placed third base. I don't think he actually knew where movie was when he put this down, but he knew he wasn't in the bottom right. So, probably choosing the base down to the south there, the like 6 o'clock base would have been better. Maybe he actually didn't know. No, yeah, he did. He absolutely did. He sent his first overlord down to the bottom right. He found out he wasn't there, and he immediately threw the base in the center left. So I feel like 100% Shine is going to go for something aggressive here. With that forward hatchery, I don't know if it's going to be drop. I don't know if it's going to be lurker. I don't know if it's going to be just a Hydra rush. He's got the layer on the way. I think it's going to be drop, guys. I'm calling it right now. I know it sounds outlandish, wild, and crazy, but that's just Shine's style, man. This guy, he's a bit of a wild man. And I feel like we're going to get a drop game here. Whether that be with lurkers or with pure Hydra, it remains to be seen, but something crazy is going to come out of this, man, in about 3 more minutes, I would say. Actually, is that too early? Maybe. I don't remember how long it actually takes for drop to upgrade, but something's coming, boys. And movie, his probe's just been killed. That's not too good. Lost that probe already. That means that Shine has full just full ability to throw down buildings wherever he wants, whatever he wants to go for now. It's not a problem. He's gonna catch these 2 zealots out on the map, and they're doing a good job of kiting, but they will be killed. And again, that's gonna leave full map control to Shine. There's not gonna be anything out here for movie to spot what's going on, and there's a Spire coming, so maybe Shine not gonna go for that crazy game I was thinking that was coming here. I'm surprised if he takes the space in the center left that he wouldn't go for something aggressive, but the addition of the Spire tells me he's going for a normal game. Maybe that's a trick, but why would you go for a Spire here if you were going to do something hyper aggressive? Now, he's got the evolution chamber down. That 5th hatch is morphing as well. There's the Hydralisk Den. Spire about to finish. Looks like he might get 1 Overlord here. Yeah, 1 Overlord will go down. Gonna finish that off. And he does have a scout. Pretty much everything that Shine's planning to do here. And I think that movie has a pretty straightforward way to take this game. Not gonna be rocket science here for a movie to figure out how to beat this this strategy so far, what Shine's decided to do, because as long as you just get some Templar, builds a whole bunch of gateways, gets some gets a good number of zealots out, and does a zealot Templar push from his natural straight towards the 3rd of Shine, I don't see Shine being able to hold that. Great surround here on these zealots in the front. He kills these off again. So once again, denying the zealots out on the map. That's pretty annoying. That's pretty frustrating. 2 DTs coming out. Gonna head towards this 3rd base. But 3rd already has an Overlord here and a Sunken Colony. The SimCity is really good as well. He can actually hit this. Wow, he can actually hit this. This is kind of crazy. The fact that he can hit this hatchery. Gonna force Shine to bring some Hydras, and Ling's up here to try and help. He does pick off 1 Hydra. Oh, he could have totally killed that. Could have totally killed that DT because it was heading towards that other Overlord. Now this DT gonna come running back in here. Is there a Spore? Spore's gonna finish. Spore's gonna finish. Or is it? Yes, it does finish. Can he pick off the weakened DT? He does. He gets 2 of the DTs. The 3rd DT just barely managing to survive. Will go to work on these drones. Where is the Overlord? It's so close. The Overlord is just south of the screen here. There it is. But he manages to push back the... oh man, he pushes back these Overlords. All the drones have to be evacuated. Shine in shambles right now, not able to keep his 3rd base alive at the moment. Gonna build a few. Scourge connects with all of the Corsairs there. Really good connections. Overlords pop out and the Lurkers finish. Shine will hold. Wow, okay. So he does manage to hold, and he brought his drones back immediately, so he gets his mining going once again. He was forced to produce quite a bit here, and he's sending his Lurkers straight across the map. Can he actually break this ramp? I don't think he can. Forced to make an Archon, though. No Storm available for Movie right now. Jumping right on top of this cannon. Cannon goes down. Second cannon. Can the second cannon go down? The second cannon is going to go down here. Huge kill. Oh my god, he killed that cannon. And now the robotics facility just finishing up. That is so painful. There's not going to be an observer here for a long time, and he can just focus down this robo as well, by the way. There's the observatory going down, but this robo is under threat. This will end up going down. The natural is broken. Wow, what a crazy attack there from Shine. I mean, he's just been lowering that zealot number so much throughout this game, and picking off those DTs and everything. I can't believe he pulled the trigger there to just go in and try to break. I mean, he just barely held on against that attack with the DTs and stuff. Oh, he's attacking his own zealot, trying to get some damage onto those lurkers, but it's not enough. He can't kill even a single lurker, and now there's tons of hydras here. Just gonna focus down this Archon, killing off all the zealots as well, and Shine will run in here towards the natural. I guarantee you that this was not the plan that Shine had in mind, but it's worked out beautifully, and he GG's out. Wow. Wow, what a first game. Shine takes out Movie. Explosive first game there, and now you can see the wisdom of bringing Shine out in this final KCM. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. That break into Movie's natural there was awesome. The hold was pretty sloppy. There was a lot going wrong and a lot going right for Movie in that middle game there when he was attacking into the natural. But everything just fell apart so quickly when he broke that ramp. I almost feel like maybe morphing the Archon on the ramp or something like that might have saved him, but... or pulling the probes even, but... with lurkers there, it's really, really rough. So many probes would end up getting killed. Let's go back. We can watch that that final battle ensue one more time. Let's see. So when all this chaos was going on, look, we kill off a bunch of the Corsairs here, and those 3 lurkers pop out. Now this is where I thought things were gonna get a little bit more calm here, but Shine has been building lings non-stop during this aggression coming out of Movie, and now he's got a ton of lings just running across the map here, and he's got to do something with them. So I understand he wants to break through. He's gonna run up this ramp immediately, dives on top of the zealots, and just goes straight after the cannons with the lings. I can't believe that this ended up being a win for Shine. Just diving on those cannons dies so fast. The lurkers just clean up all the probes that were brought up to defend there. Movie absolutely needed to bring the probes forward to prevent those cannons from going down, but Shine just gets in here, and once those cannons went down and the robo is right here in the natural, it was just all over. Shine takes that game, and we're gonna go on to game number 2. Alright guys, after that very quick game number 1, we are straight on in to game number 2. Bisu coming out next here to take on Shine, spawning in the bottom right, and in the top right, Shine here looks like he's thinking about going for a 12 hatch. Gonna be up against Gateway first build. Should actually get that hatch down before the probe arrives, despite Bisu setting that in the correct direction. We are on Polypoid, by the way. Most standard of standard maps. The probe gonna hide behind the mineral patches, faking a cannon rush. Very smart here because he knows how much Shine reacted. Oh, wait a second. He actually throws down a forge back at home as well. So he's going to try and get a forge going. Ooh, great block so far. Great block. Not able to get any shots off. And it looks like he's going to kill this drone easily there. Trying to hop over one more drone. He's not able to do it just yet. Is that forge done? Not quite. He's got to be questioning why there's no cannon just yet. But okay, the cannon does start. And the probe gets picked off. First Zealot is heading across the map as well. There's no second probe, so just one cannon is not going to be very much damage, but with the addition of the Zealot here, that could do a lot. He might actually be able to cancel this. We'll see. Shine is going to be producing 6 lings here immediately. We'll see if he also tries to build a sunken colony. It looks like he will. There's the sunken. Creep colony on the way. Just gonna go straight after this creep colony. Start to hit that with the Zealot. I'm surprised he wants to put the Zealot on the top of this creep colony. Probably want to keep it closer to the cannon here as the lings pop out. They try to surround this Zealot, but not able to do so. That Zealot's had done a lot of damage here to that cannon, or to that sunken, but not quite enough to finish it off. He's gonna try and kill his own pylon here and tucks the Zealot behind the minerals there. It's just out of range of that cannon though. I'm surprised he wanted to place it up in that location instead of trying to keep it a little closer to this cannon. First cannon does go down. The first sunken colony goes down as well. This probe being so annoying, blocking out the Zerglings for a while, but finally Shine does kill that second cannon. Some pretty big mistakes here, I feel, from Bisu. I don't know why he wanted to hide that Zealot in behind the mineral patches there rather than bringing it closer where it can be assisted, be protected by that cannon. That didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Also, not finishing off that sunken colony, it's kind of crazy. I don't know. A lot of chaos here in the early game. I felt like that could have went a little bit better for Bisu, but in the end, Shine comes out on top. He did produce 2 sunken colonies and a lot of lings. There's still... Well, there's now a Nexus coming down, so Bisu is expanding, but quite a long ways behind where Shine is at with his expansion. His lair is already on the way. He's going for some sort of 2-base play here. I think Shine's position is a little bit better than maybe he even realizes. His opponent's Nexus was so late there, but he's just kind of maybe going all in here. He has this sunken colony, which will definitely block this probe and not allow it to get up here into the main base. So at least that's hidden from Shine's perspective. He's got that bit of ambiguity on the map. Some sort of crazy play can come out here. Shine's sending a drone out. Looks like he's sending it maybe to the top left. Yeah, looks like maybe gonna try and take the natural there, maybe in the upper left. A Hydralisk Den on the way. I think maybe he blocks. No, he's just gonna take the natural of the upper left. It's immediately spotted by Bisu. The Hydralisk Den is on the way. I feel like this might be the drop game, man. That lair is already done. The Corsair, the Stargate is very late here. So maybe this is the moment when Shine wants to do the drop play to pull it out. He's got quite a bit of time here. He's produced a lot of lings. His lair was very quick. He didn't make a Spire here, so definitely Lurker's going to be on the way very soon. He's going to catch these Zealots out in the middle of the map. This is a great catch. Awesome surround there by Shine. Just picking off these Zealots is huge. There's not going to be any presence on the map for Bisu for quite a long time, and the Hydras are already coming out here. Hydra's going to come straight across the map. He is going to try and Hydraless bust, it looks like. I don't know what the layer is there for then. If he just wants to go for a Hydraless bust, there's really no reason to make a layer. I think it's got to be a lurker play here, right? Maybe he just surrounds and keeps him in the back with the lurkers. Ooh, a second Stargate. Bisu's completely misread the situation. Let's see if he cancels the Stargate as the Corsair makes his way into the natural. He really needs to cancel here and get a robotics facility as soon as possible, but he's going to let it finish. Look at that. That Stargate is finishing, and the lurker eggs are already on the way. He's going to trap Bisu in his natural here. A contain play from Shine against a double Stargate. This should be giving Shine a huge edge here in this game. I don't think there's any way that Bisu... I mean, he's got to run out right now. Oh my god, Lurker's just going to run straight up to the wall. This is a huge, crazy play from Shine to just dive in directly on top of these cannons. He dives on the cannons. Is it going to work twice in a row, guys? Lurkers are still alive. They're going to burrow here in the natural. Kills the cannon. And Bisu is out of this game. The pylon is dead. GG. 2 times in a row. Shine with the lurker. Ling bust at the front. Wow, this is going incredibly fast. Shine is just wrecking through these Rodos players. Can't believe Bisu went for double Stargate there. Pretty surprising play after the way that initial early game went down, and kind of a crazy gamble there from Bisu as well to drop the Forge and try to cannon rush after opening Gateway. A lot of weirdness going on in that game. Definitely not what we're used to here in KCM, and well, at least my throat's being given a break, guys. It is a little bit sore, but these games being this quick, we won't have any problems. We'll get through it in very quick order. Anyway, guys, let's go on to game number 3. Hopefully we'll get another good one. Jump into it. Alright, on to game number 3. Snow spawning here in the bottom left on Monopoly. Shine in the top left. Shine so far just speed running through this ZVP. It's not a speed run. It's not a race, guys. It's not a race, Shine. Calm down. We want to see some more long games, okay? I don't want this to be over in an hour. I feel like that's the way that Shine just loves to play, though. With the crazy rush builds, and that's that kind of rush is not very typical. I don't think I've really seen that one before, the 3 lurker Ling bust, but it feels very calculated from Shine. Like, he really has that build down to a science. He's done it twice in a row now. Last time, the first game he did it with Aspire. Second game he just skipped Aspire completely, but still hit with a very similar number of units at pretty close time. And against 2 different Protoss builds, managed to just slap that out of the way. Of course, DT probably should have been able to hold on a lot better than the whatever that second build was, the double Stargate build. I almost feel like, couldn't he have held on for like an infinite amount of time if he had just put a DT on the ramp in that first game? Just hold position of DT on the ramp. I guess that Shine could have targeted the eggs or something like that and just hit the DT through splash damage, but still, that was a weird game. Both of these games have been very awkward so far. We'll see if Snow's learned anything from those first 2 games and is going to sort of clean things up here, make things a little bit tighter. and hold on against Shine here in the early game. Just take it late. I think that Snow's definitely a better player in the late game if he can make it there. Just needs to hold on against all the different shenanigans that Shine can bring out. Now he's got this wall in at the front. The forge is there. Shine is going to contest this a little bit. Cannot get surrounded with these two zealots, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Don't want to let these lings slip by either. Pretty good surround there, but nice pulling back from Snow as well. Gets himself in the wall, and Shine just going to have to back off after losing a few lings. The third base is up. Shine has committed quite a bit into this ling production, so his drone count is a little lower than what it could be. And the probe is here in the main. Snow is seeing everything that's going on. He knows that no Hydro's bust is coming, so he can play things a little bit more risky here. Take some more chances with his build. He doesn't need to worry about those early Hydralisks busting in here and ruining his day. So he's going to send some zealots out. And he hasn't even built a cannon yet. Taking some liberties here with his build. Gonna get that Stargate down a little quicker than maybe what it could have been. Had he been forced to put down a cannon or two. And he's threatening with the zealots, but he sent them back home now. Drones are popping out from Shine. A few lings, but not taking that push too seriously there. That's sort of fake with the zealots. Shine just taking it in stride. He's only got a few lings out here, so also taking liberties with his economy. Trying to pump up as quickly as possible. Get himself into a decent mid-game position. We'll see how he deals with this mid-game Snow. Snow can be so deadly with his zealot pushes during this time. And Shine has a very open third base. That is not a high ground base. It's just out in the open. Really tough to build a good Sim City around this base. So we'll see what Shine can do with that. Gonna throw down a couple more hatches here and get up to that 5 hatch count. We have a Spire finishing up here shortly by Shine. I do expect to see one. Hydralisk Den not quite done yet, and the Zealots are out on the map. There's Spire. Spire gonna finish up just as the Corsair arrives here, so I don't think any Overlords will be lost here. He's done a good job of hiding his Overlords around, making sure that this Corsair can't find one right away. There are the Zealots. No +1 or anything like that. No speed. Heading up towards this natural. There's really nothing here from Shine. I believe we're going to see some mutas popping out here in just a moment. He can't be delaying for anything else. There's the first couple of Scourge. He gets here into the natural. Creep colony going down. Surround on the Zealot on the outside. That's a great pick-off. A second Zealot going to get captured here on the outside as well. He can run by this Zealot. Yeah, the Zealot in the wall not doing anything. He is going to get 1 kill on a drone. Maybe another 2 or 3. No. Great surrounding there by Shine. This was excellently held. Holy crap. That was beautiful play. Barely losing anything there and holding things off with just pure lings. Shine got to be feeling great about that hold. His supply is bouncing upwards. He didn't lose any Overlords, I think, during that trade either. Just Scourge popped out at the perfect time. He has 0 kill Corsair just sitting here. Shine just doing a great job so far. And Snow having to add some cannons on in the main base. He's not sure if there's going to be a Mutalisk transition. Definitely wouldn't put it past Shine. He loves to go Mutalisk in this matchup. DT is out on the map. That +1's done now, but way too late to help those Zealots in that fight against the Lings. Hydras are here, and Overlords are in position. Shine completely ready for this DT play. There's not enough Corsairs to fully shove away these overlords and give Snow an opportunity for damage here. So he's just going to head his DT out on the map, try to hide it somewhere, maybe find another opportunity later on in the game. Meanwhile, Shine charging up here, building up his drone count, continuing to produce. Finding himself in a good position here against Snow, the third game in a row. And he's got a good position. Can he finish this one off as well? The timing for that 3 lurker push has gone by, so we're going to have to see Shine play it out in a long game. Is he capable of taking down Snow in a macro game? We'll see. The 4th base is just here over to the right. Easy base location to take for Shine. He is going to take that now. You can see the drone heading up there. Oh, don't lose that drone. Okay, he lost it. Not the biggest deal. Send another one immediately. More zealots running out on the map. They're going to try to contest that base in the upper right. Hopefully more hydras are popping out here. Yes, they are. Going to reinforce this position. I think Snow has a pretty decent chance of actually canceling that base if he gets over here right away. Good. Surround on a couple of those hydras. Picking them off is big. But the rest of the hydras will arrive. If these zealots run up on a high ground, they will all be sacrificed. No. Just going to back away. Another round of zealots coming up here. Lurkers on the way now. Lurkers being produced. Shine, a big fan of the lurker, it seems, in this series. We'll take a fight here in the front, trying to push everything back before these lurkers pop. He has an opportunity here to deal a little damage. Some lurkers being morphed in the front, creating a bit of a wall here, making the surface area for Snow's zealots very, very small, and he does get pushed away. Really nice hold here by Shine. Once again, he is playing series of his life. Well, maybe not. I guess the series of Shine's life might have been that ASL when he went right to the finals. But he is playing fantastically right now, man. Really, really good. He's got his lurkers out here in the front. That's a lot of Dragoons heading up on the left-hand side. Do we have an observer, though? I don't see an observer with this army, and lurkers are already burrowed here, so you just can't run into this. We've got some Templar on this left side still, but I just don't see an observer. How far away are we from that observatory? An observer reaching the front lines here. I think it's still a little ways off. Shine all set up here, even preventing drops from flying in the main base. He's got those hydras on patrol duty. Really good and smart play by Shine here. His lurkers in the front, nicely spread, one storm apart here. And another force on the right-hand side, ready for those counterattacks. This is a big feature of Monopoly, is there's only 2 attack paths on this map. There's the left or the right, and Shine has both of them locked down right now. He's ready for this attack. He's starting to mass Lings as well, so quick transition into late game Zerg here from Shine. He is ready to take these fights. Running forward with the Hydras. Takes a big storm, though. He's building up sunken colonies here in the front as well, spreading that creep forward. Wow. Really excellent defensive play from Shine. Preparing himself for the later game situation when that big sieging composition from Snow tries to break his front. He will be ready with those sunken colonies and a ton of lurkers to meet that army. Trying to get surrounds here on these zealots, picking some of these off, but ooh, really nice pick off on the observer, bringing Lings forward even to eat damage from the Dragoons in order to secure that kill with the Scourge. I love it. He actually gets that. So Snow, no way he can push forward here. No way he can start to break these lurkers. That's going to buy Shine a bunch of time to make a counterattack happen towards this bottom center. Doesn't want to allow Snow to get onto 4 bases here this early. Shine's starting to move some forces to this right-hand side. That's a lot of Lings, but Zealot's still going to fight well against that. The Lings, their upgrades haven't quite kicked in yet. We don't have any crackling upgrade going on yet. We don't have superior upgrades here from Shine's Lings, so still going to be taking mediocre fights against these Zealots. Inefficient fights for sure. Now going to pick off maybe one cannon. No, not even able to get that. So Snow going to secure this base. And Shine will have to move forward, I think, towards the bottom right and try to secure another main base over there in the center right area. For now, though, he is going to have to hold back this push here. Snow moving forward. The first defilers are out. Do we have... Oh, crackling is done. Crack upgrade is done. And he picks off a Templar there before the battle even starts. Really nice play. Shuttle here in the main, but these Hydras... No, the Hydras on patrol don't lock on to this shuttle, and the shuttle drop gets off. These DTs are getting massive kills in the main base. Tons of drones going down there. That's so frustrating. Those Hydras were there specifically to deal with this attack, but Snow manages to get through and actually get quite a few kills. That is super frustrating. Finally, it does get cleaned up there in the main base. Shine sending tons of Lings down the right-hand side. Just massive counterattacks here, trying to deal with these Zealots. Eventually, these Lings are going to start taking better trades against these, but +2/+1 or +1/+2 here for the Zealots is still giving them a good chance here. That is so many units. Oh my god. Shine really cranking out the Lings now. Tons and tons of Lurkers, and we've got the Defilers coming up here as well. He's actually going to push through the left-hand side. So pushing towards the right many times, but now he's going to switch his focus and try to push through the left. He needs to bring some some Overlords up here too, because DTs are holding this back. Tries to send a drone towards this potential 5th base, but that's going to get shut down by the DT there in that position, and he's going to kill another Overlord. This DT can come back in and deal some more damage as well. That's super annoying. Shine almost on top of the space. He can try to throw down Dark Swarms and take out that important 3rd base from Snow. We'll see if he can actually get down there and stop that as he takes this 5th. So doing kind of the Terran thing, taking a base behind a push. Shine going to take center left and push down towards this bottom left. That's a huge storm. Big plague in the middle of all these units, though. Really nice plague there. Lurkers are rushing forward, but getting stormed really efficiently here. Shine moving his Lurkers up in kind of a haphazard manner. I feel like he needed to slow this down a little bit more, but he throws away a ton of his Lurkers, and now can he even hold on to that brand new 5th base? Wow, I really feel like Shine may have just kind of thrown the game towards Snow a little bit here by trying to make that attack go a little bit faster than it needed to. He's now diving in here, diving forward, trying to get maybe an observer kill, but he hasn't been able to find it yet. More Storm's going to come down, and tons of Archons are now present, just ripping Lings apart. You really need a good clump of Hydras in order to take this down. Snow just going to push through and cancel this 5th base. Oh, man. Shine. That is a ton of units, though. He's bringing them up, although Lurker's just not any good at pushing forward, man. They really are much better suited for a defensive position. And he is going to get up here into the front. Reavers are being produced now. Snow, his spirit unit, the Reaver, being brought out here in the very late stages of this game. Shine going to have to find other means of dealing with these Reavers, because running forward with a bunch of Lurkers is not going to cut it. He's trying to dive on top of these Reavers, but the shuttle just picks up and continues to juggle them backwards. Snow gets another round of units out here, and he's just about ready to push through and actually break this base. Storms being thrown down on top of everything. A great plague there on a bunch of zealots and dragoons, but oh, he gets the observer at least. The shuttle manages to escape, though, with that shuttle speed. Can't track that down. Some Zergling reinforcements have been produced, but it looks like Snow can break this. Finally, a plague on that shuttle. Only one hit with a Scourge will take that down. But will he ever be able to get that? Huge storms on everything here, but great surround on these Templar. Can he actually focus down a few of these before everything goes down? No, a couple of Archons are made, and the Templar do in fact survive. Couple lurkers down here in the bottom right-hand corner, but Snow taking full control of this game now. It feels like the moment when Shine had his advantage has kind of passed here. The moment that that first attack with the Dark Swarm, Lurker, and Ling just got shut down, I feel like Shine's been on the back foot ever since that moment. And now he's just desperately trying to prevent Snow from getting another base here. He's working his way up to a 5th base. You can see he's brought his army down to the bottom right-hand side now. Ooh, Lurkers here at the 4th. This is pretty annoying here. Lurker drops can change the game. He's not going to be able to get all of these probes, and he's going to force the army back from Shine. Or from Snow, excuse me. That whole army is coming back to try and save this base. One storm on the Lurker. Do we have another plague? A great plague there. He's going to get the shuttle as well. Shuttle goes down. Some plague on the Reaver as well. These Lurkers will end up falling. And a base in the center right is being contested here by Snow. He's stopping that base from going up for now. Totally maxed out here. Snow is banking up a ton of resources at the moment. Defiler, excuse me, not going to be able to make its way onto that high ground to try and defend with the Lurkers. He does get a Lurker egg there, but I think that Snow should be able to break through there. Ooh, the center base. I love it. The center base Ananidas coming up here. Maybe Shine can wear down Snow here. Force him into really bad fights going up onto that high ground at the center right. Oh, but he's got to get this Nidus done right away, and he's got to get more reinforcements in this position. He's going after the egg. The egg is going to go down here. 3-3 is done. Oh, a drop in the middle. Snow all over this base immediately. Okay, he gets everything through. He's got to reinforce here in this location, keep this base alive, because the base in the center is going to go down. Tons of Lings running up here. A big plague on all those units. Really nicely done there by Shine. He keeps that base alive. Shuttle coming through here. Is he going to get a storm drop off or a Reaver? There we go. Gets that Reaver off. 5-kill Reaver, 5 drones going down, 6 drones. Shine losing a big part of his economy here over on the right-hand side. He will eventually clean this up, but it's going to cost him quite a few Lings to do so. Finally does surround and kill that army. Snow going to push up the right-hand side now. He's got a little contingent of army on this left-hand side as well, just preventing a further base from going down there from Shine. Another base coming up from Snow on that right-hand side, and he's found a path here towards the top right, but he's going to get cut off. Lurkers are making their way over here. Hydras are surrounding. We do have one storm, maybe potentially 2 storms available, but I think that Snow will be routed from this position as soon as the reinforcements arrive. Lurkers coming from the back. Gonna surround these Templar. He's gonna focus these Templar down. Big kills on some Templar there. Only one Archon is morphed, and all of those Templar end up going down. Really nice job. Shine holding on for dear life here right now. against a massive Snow, still nearly maxed out against his opponent. Shine with less than 100 supply, but even 90 supply Zerg can fight pretty well against a maxed out Protoss army as long as they're in good position and have that income. Good job trying to pick off that shuttle, but Snow backing away, keeping his shuttle alive, keeping those Reavers mobile. Oh, shuttle. Ooh, good juking there. And he might actually be able to break up into this base. Just tons of Lings and Hydras popping out here, but you see how fast these units do evaporate when the Templars show up and the shuttles or the Reavers start to deal their damage. Reavers just dealing so much here. The Templar do end up getting picked off. The DT is up there killing drones, though. Does he have it? Oh, he's going to go up to the Nidus. Oh, this is such a big play if he gets this Nidus. Oh, he gets it. Nidus is dead. And now the supply lines have been cut off here. Snow may be able to break up into this base now. That Reaver dealing so much damage, just crushing Lings, drones, and Hydras alike. This 26 kill Reaver, absolute MVP this game. This Reaver gonna kill these two Lurker eggs as well. Looks like finally some more Scourge will come. He's just gonna sack a bunch of Scourge to kill this. He needs to kill this all-important shuttle, but GG is called. Shine taps out. What a game from Snow. I mean, Shine, he ended up in a bad position there after that mid-game push, that just trying his best to hold on while taking that base in the center right. It looked like he was actually going to pull it off as well for quite a while there, but that clutch DT to kill the Nidus, and of course the amazing shuttle Reaver control from Snow, eventually able to pick that base apart. And Bisu, excuse me, why did I say Bisu? Snow takes him down, ends the streak there. Shine did his work though. Holy cow, taking out two really clutch Protoss players. Shine absolutely justifying his pick there for this Zerg lineup. Is taken down, but he takes down two Protoss players with him. Who will Zerg send out next to take on Snow? Go to our next game to find out. Alright, so Shine's been knocked out, and Soma gonna come out next. Not what I was expecting. Bringing out the big guns here. Soma gonna start with a 9 pool as well, so Overlord after that pool. Pretty aggressive build here. And a gas? No, he's got to cancel, right? Yeah. 9 pool speed is a little bit cheese. Actually, a lot of bit cheese in professional play. It really doesn't get you into any sort of a good position against any of these strong Protoss players these days. So, not going to do that. Going to send out a drone here. Try to find his opponent. He will find him though with that Overlord. So Soma gonna be able to send his Lings directly to his opponent's base here. Should just send that drone home here in just another second or two. As soon as he spots that gateway, yeah, sending that straight back home. He can throw down his natural hatchery. He might be able to overwhelm Snow here, who's gone for a gateway first. There's going to be 8 Lings in his natural very, very soon. And with only 1 Zealot popping out, he's going to be in trouble. He's going to be in trouble town here pretty darn quick. He's actually sending the Zealot too. Okay, good. He didn't send the Zealot up towards the top left. But he throws down the Nexus. And Soma's just continuously producing Lings. He is going to crush. He's going to crush this natural here, it looks like. Snow's going to have to pull a bunch of probes. Otherwise, he may end up losing this this pylon and everything. He gets us around on the Zealot. Oh, this is bad news. The first Zealot goes down immediately. That's about as bad as it could possibly have gone. Second Zealot does pop out. He's going to have to focus down a few of these probes because they're getting a good surround on the Zerglings now, but jumping on top of the Zealot. Ooh, moving in the wrong direction. He accidentally clicks the gateway, though. Now going after the Zealot again. Can actually get this one. It's really low. Really nice job. Picks that Zealot off. We'll chase the probes here into the natural, or into the main, excuse me. Kind of splitting things up now. He's going to force the probes to fight here in the main while simultaneously going after this gateway. Actually, should be going after the pylon there. Gateway has a lot of HP. And that pylon, if he takes it out, it serves a similar purpose. Still producing Zerglings here. Soma just piling on the pressure right now. And adding on a third hatchery as well. There are there is the next Zealot popping out and just trying to save this gateway here. The Zealot in the main is going to go down. More Lings arrive here in the natural. He's going to have to fight with probes and this one Zealot that popped out. Zealot does go down there in the main. He's trying to maneuver these probes to take out the Ling, and the Ling actually does go down. This gateway's getting very low, though. Another Zealot does pop out. Ooh, just in time. Just barely in time there to keep that alive, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Look at how many Lings are coming across from Soma now. He's got 3 hatches just bombing out Lings and sending them straight across the map. So many Lings are popping out, and this gateway is going to go down. Nice focus there. Finishes that off. Going to pick off a couple more probes here and finish off this Zealot as well. Capturing that Zealot. Should be the end of this game. Soma just with endless aggression against the gateway first here from Snow. Takes him out, and another win here for Zerg. One step closer to his Zerg victory. Look at KCM's face. That really reflects my emotions here. A lack of words after such a great semifinals. Protoss versus Terran. How can it be that we're already down to the very last Protoss in the group? How is that even possible? I think we're getting a little bit stressed here that we might just have a complete blowout. I mean, Shine did go down, but these games have been incredibly quick, and with Snow falling, only Mini is left, and of course they do have one revival. But this could be a really quick day here, guys. Go into our next game and find out, will Mini be able to make a turnaround for the Protoss race? Jump into our next game. Wow, I cannot believe we are in game number 5 already, guys. We've got Soma in the top right, Mini in the bottom right. Snow getting eliminated after playing such a fantastic late game. Game number 3, excuse me. It's crushed in game number 4 by a Ling attack. I mean, I don't even think that game was 3 minutes long, was it? What a rough day for Protoss. All the hopes and dreams of the Protoss race are heaped on this man's shoulder, Mini. Can he be the savior of the Protoss race? Can he bring it back? Can he run it back for the Protoss here? If anyone can do it, I think it's Mini, man. This man is a genius when it comes to Protoss versus Zerg. He's kind of the lone shining light for Protoss, the one who's actually finding ways to innovate in a matchup that has been kind of stagnant for a very long time. Looks like Soma gonna be producing Lings again. I think this is the same build actually as the last game. He's popping out those 8 Lings, sending them straight across the map. I think Mini will have the cannon up in time, maybe. Is it going to be in time here? It's a very long rush distance. I think Mini has it mapped out a little bit better. He is going to pull the probes, so no, it's not going to be quite in time. But with these probes, he should be able to buy that tiny little... oh, wow, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful blocking there by Mini, actually able to keep those Lings back for another few seconds. He's going to actually finish off these Lings, and a couple more probes go down. But the cannon finishes, and he manages to hold, I think, 3 or 4 probes all told went down during that. So still some pretty good value from the Lings. But Mini holds, and he's got his second Nexus, so he will be able to produce probes 2 at a time. The hatcheries were delayed pretty heavily. And Mini's going to be okay here. He almost dropped to a similar supply as the Zerg player for a moment, but now he's starting to climb. Starting to get ahead a little bit here. He's going to send out a Zealot immediately. All of the Lings were killed, mind you. All but one. So, Zealot here. Going to force out some more Lings for sure. A Hydra Den. A Hydra Den. There's only one Ling to defend here. Can he actually slip by? If he slips by into the main, he's going to get himself a very important piece of information. But if he doesn't manage to get by there, might end up being in trouble now. Soma needs to pop out some more Lings. He does get a couple more Lings out, but that's not enough. This Zealot wandering over here to the third base is going to be a problem. Okay, 4 more Lings do pop. That's enough now. This Zealot can be dealt with. He's going to focus the probe. Oh, beautiful focusing from Mini, actually. Keeping that Zealot alive for quite a long time. Pulling the probe back even to get maximum value out of that. Nice control with the drone as well. Making sure that doesn't go down here. Not going to lose any economy for our Zerg player. Getting a couple of shots with the drone. Very dangerous game here. Oh, gets one drone on the retreat. Nicely done, Mini. Sniping that. A few more Lings going to come out here. Should be able to surround and kill these 2 Zealots now. Yeah, gonna get that nice surround there. And Ling speed also finishes. Is that Ling speed? No Ling speed. They seemed like they were running a little faster there, but I think the Ling speed not quite done yet. And Mini just going to send another Zealot around the long way here. Try and surprise his opponent. I think Soma's kind of onto that, though. He knows there was another Zealot out on the map. Wait. Don't send those Lings away. Okay, there we go. Does see that Zealot coming in here, but only 2 drones is a little bit worrisome here for Mini. I think that he might be seeing this mineral line and starting to figure things out. Starting to connect the dots here. But yeah, adding on another cannon. A step in the right direction. Mini needs to produce some more defenses here so that he can hold off this potential Hydralisk attack. So I don't see any Hydras popping out for... Okay, there we go. There's the Hydras. The speed is done. Gonna start this attack now. Another cannon on the way here. So 3 cannons been made for Mini. Hopefully he adds a couple more here because he's definitely going to need them. Hydra's sprinting across the map right now. Lings are in position as well. So I'm going to try and make this bust work. Let's see if Mini can hold on. It's all going to come down to this, guys. Can he actually make this work? Going after the first cannon. That first cannon pretty far forward is going to be picked off very quickly here. 3 Hydras are actually able to hit this second cannon, but they get dealt with very, very quickly. Lings on the right-hand side don't do anything. 1 cannon in the back is very, very low. If he dives forward here, I think he can easily kill that cannon. Yes, he will. Go ahead and kill that cannon. Only 1 more cannon left over. The Corsair looks like it's about to lose its life. And these cannons in the front that are being built on the left-hand side, not able to finish because they are in range of those Hydras. Only one cannon in the bag here. I'm surprised someone doesn't want to go for this, because if he kills that one cannon, he could absolutely break. He is going to go for it now. Running forward with all the Hydras. I think only about 2 or 3 can hit, but they actually finish it off. One more cannon does finish. He can go for the Forge now if he wants to. No, he's going to dive on this cannon. I believe that range has finished as well now. Soma picking off this this wall in here, killing off these last few buildings. That'll open up more space for his Hydras to run forward and kill these cannons, but he gets supply block, not able to produce anything anymore. Is he going to transition now out of this play? Because yeah, he's adding on more hatcheries. He's been supply blocked for a little while here, and I think Soma will just give up on this attack. He's done quite a bit of damage. He's killed a lot of cannons. He killed that wall in as well. I think that Mini gonna count his lucky stars that he managed to survive that one, because it was very, very close. Only one cannon there for a little bit between him and certain death. Now look at how many cannons are here in this long line. Those panic cannons thrown down by Mini, just barely keeping him in this game. Corsair still flying around, checking things out. That one kill was pretty darn clutch. Supply blocking Soma for quite a while. Gonna try and slip a Zealot out here, but no. Too many Hydras in the front. Double Forge in the back for Mini. Gonna play an upgrade game from here, giving Soma a lot of time to power up now and transition out of this early game attack. Trying to find that Corsair. He might find it. No. Good turnaround there. Mini keeping that Corsair alive for a very decent amount of time. More hatcheries and evolution chambers going down now. That's a pretty good Sim City over in Soma's third base. Going to be difficult to get in there with Zealots. One Templar out now, and the gateway explosion is happening. Mini is powering up. He's getting ready to start pushing out, but has Soma been given too much time here? He's already at 70 supply. He's got a crazy number of hatcheries. His drone saturation is looking perfect right now. He's got tons and tons of drones. He can produce an intense number of Hydras. He's also taking his third gas, so you know he's researching Lurker right now. The third base is up, and he's retreating his Hydras away a little bit now. Ready to retreat. Ready to turn this into a defensive game. No more Corsairs have been built here from Mini, so there's also the possibility Soma could switch into a Spire here and just pick off Templar with a bunch of Mutas. So far, no Spire being thrown down. Soma just focusing on building up his army. He's got a ton of minerals and gas banked up right now. He's still producing drones, though, which is a little bit worrying here, because he needs to switch fully into Lurker Hydra production. Get ready for this attack, which is going to be coming from Mini here pretty darn soon. I think if he fully Lurkers up here, though, he should be good to hold Mini back and keep his 4 bases alive. He's got so much gas banked up. He just needs a few more overloads to pop, and then he can start a ton of Lurkers for this defense. Just going to focus down a couple of Dragoons here before backing away. Forces out a Storm as well. A good use of that first little group of Hydras there in the front. Mini now out on the map for the first time. Going to start to swing the pressure back onto the Zerg side of things. Nexus over here on the right-hand side. Mini going to take his third, but 4th base already well established for Soma. Staying a base ahead. He's going to have lurkers and, of course, spores and sunkens on that high ground. Will make it near impossible for Mini to take that base, that fourth base down. Meanwhile, Soma will be able to do counterattacks and secure more bases on the left-hand side of the map. You can see already Soma checking to make sure that there's no additional base down there at the bottom left. Making sure his opponent isn't doing something crazy like a double expand. Soma can go up into Hive here very shortly. He should actually have a Spire here pretty soon as well. Otherwise, if he doesn't get a Spire pretty quickly, it'll open up the window for Mini to build a Robo, get some drops going, and there's really not much you can do unless you have Scourge to defeat those drops. Now, coming in, gonna try and get a few kills on some probes here. Besides, it's not worth it, so I'm just gonna back away. Coming in from multiple angles, but Mini defending easily. High Templars all still alive. Keeping that Templar count really high is very, very important at this point in the game. Building up into kind of a deadly army here. Queen's Nest is down. Hive should be on the way. Sixth base, excuse me. No. Fifth base. I'm sorry. Coming up here on the left-hand side. Soma setting up a lurker position here as well. There's quite a few different attack pathways on this map, so it can be very difficult to hold all the different pathways. It's also very easy, though, for the Protoss to get flanked. They managed to make some progress, for example, at the top left-hand side, on this pathway. They may end up just getting surrounded and flanked from behind. The right-hand side, like, is going to try and push forward here on this side. But sending the Zealots in against this number of lurkers, they're going to get shredded incredibly fast. Dragoons dealing with quite a few of these lurkers. Storms being used sparingly to clear the larger clumps of units. Soma doing a great job reinforcing though as well, and I feel afraid for Mini if he tries to push a little bit further here. He may end up getting flanked from the right-hand side, and this army getting crushed could spell the demise here of Mini. Now taking another base in the bottom left-hand side. Mini going to go up to 4 bases here as Soma reinforces this lurker number, sending the fresh, healthy lurkers to the front. But he needs more fodder here for these lurkers. The Dragoons just shoving forward here, killing off a bunch of lurkers. And the Storm's thrown down expertly as the Hydras come up to reinforce. A great, just really fantastic dealing of this entrenched position from Soma. Mini dealing with that very, very well. He loses a bunch of Overlords as well, just flying in to that location. Soma maybe faltering a little bit here. Mini keeping his cool. Slowly breaking through these positions. Another nice storm there, but good dodge by Soma as well. This is a much more wide open position here. Lurker spines from many different angles and Hydras running in. The Zealot count has been reduced by quite a lot, and another wave of Lurkerling just running forward, taking out this Archon and shoving everything back. The storms have been spent. Only one Templar walking up here means one more storm is available. But I think the back of this attack has been broken. The storms are bust here now for Mini. He's got no more left and just has to retreat from this position. However, behind this, he's secured his 4th. He's put a lot of pressure on his opponent. Soma hasn't fully droned up his 5th base just yet, but his upgrades must be rolling nicely now. Crackling should be done here very soon. The Defiler's Nest is down and ready. Defilers will be popping out soon to start throwing down those plagues and dark swarms. And Soma's going to take this into the very late stages of the game now. while Mini is going to continue to try and push through with this sort of mid-game army. I think that in this next push, if a Defiler pops out here, Mini is going to get completely shut down. A counterattack also moving across the map, looking for some additional reinforcements coming through. Try and pick those off as he can to capture this Archon here on the ramp. A Templar as well. Great pickoffs there for Soma. Creating a distraction here at the back to force Mini away here for a little bit. Another base going down in the center left for Mini. We'll see if he can defend that while simultaneously pushing up here towards the top left. A small group of Lings moving through the center of the map could easily pick this off if the photon cannons aren't finished, but they're just about done. Now Mini gonna start to move forward once again. That those cannons are finishing up here. You can start to put that pressure back on again and focus on this battle. But this is a scary position here. 177 supply for Mini, 176 for Soma. It's a much scarier army for the Zerg player, and Defilers are about to be out here on the map. Throwing down a few storms from the high ground. I think Mini going to be feeling safe to fight down the ramp against the Zerg player here. Even if he doesn't want to fully commit, at least he can throw down some storms and deal some damage that way. Upgrades are looking good for Soma right now. He doesn't have high upgrades on the Lings just yet, but really good upgrades on Lurkers and Hydras. Small force of Zealot Templar moving through the right hand side. Mini gonna just back up with that. Keeps his Templar alive. Mini is definitely one of the best with moving his Templar and his army. Keeping them alive is so difficult against a player like Soma, who's fantastic at diving on these exposed Templar, picking them off whenever he has the opportunity, but constantly able to keep those alive. Just very, very solid play from Mini overall. And now trying to come down the ramp here a little bit. Eats a bit too much damage on those Zealots. This is a huge Zealot army, but against Lurkers, it's not going to be worth much. The Dark Swarms are now here. The Defiler is out. That Plague will be done very soon. A few more High Templar here. Can he actually get any pickoffs on these? Great defensive storms and pulling back from Mini. Keeps all of his Templar alive once again. This guy is so good at keeping those Templar alive, man. It is crazy. It's like a position being set up here from Mini, or from Soma, right in front of Mini's natural here. Mini doesn't want to have any part of that, so he brings his entire army forward to deal with it. He's sending the Zealots in first, though, and they are getting shredded by these Lurkers. So much lost supply here as the Lurkers get picked off. The Lurkers on the left-hand side here are going to try for a counterattack. Let's see if he can break through here, because there's quite a few storms. These Lurkers are very well stacked. I'm going to run forward here, try to get those kills, but looks like every single Lurker gets picked off immediately, and blanketing storms down here as Soma's forces run forward. A great hold by Soma. Just needs to send a couple of Zealots over to this location, finish that off. Okay, he's got an Archon. Archon will be good enough to finish these units off, and Soma has been held on this right-hand side. Now going to take, on the left-hand side, excuse me, now going to take a base in the right here. Oh, Plague. Only hits one Zealot, not the most efficient Plague in the world. Base in the center left gets picked off. Base in the center right gonna suffer the same fate here. Soma trying to reinforce this location, but gonna focus down this hatchery. I think he gets it. No, he doesn't. Decides to back away here. Bit of a backup. Gonna get another Plague there, it looks like. And a attack here on the left-hand side. Hold on, there's not very much over here. Soma kind of relaxing his defenses here on this side. Could end up getting wrecked here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lurkers going to town on these Zealots and Templar over on this side, and things are starting to fall apart from Mini. He's not really paying attention to either army very closely. And Soma taking some big wins here. Can he get a Dark Swarm on this high ground? If he gets a Dark Swarm up there, those lurkers should be able to wreck through the cannons. Didn't see any storms in that location, but meanwhile, he's trying to pay attention to the top left at the same time. Big flow of units coming up here to assist. Soma going to bring up all of the lurkers and hydras to this location. Ooh, great storm on all of those. Not many lurkers to speak of here, so the zealots are going to do really, really good against this mostly hydraless army. Diving up here onto high ground now. Soma going to break through this base on the center right, and the base in the center left. It looks like a trade of bases, guys. Base trade situation a little bit here as the expansion in the top left-hand corner goes down and is traded out for Soma, taking out the base of Mini down in the bottom right. So both when the dust settles here, both players lose a base. How many bases do we have left remaining here for Soma and Mini? Ooh, big transfer of probes gonna get caught here. Lurkers not able to burrow in time to just execute those probes, so most of them managed to escape, but they will be able to defend these zealots. Ooh, huge wave of spines there, dealing a ton of damage. Is this a drop? Drop in the back? No, it's not a drop. Guess not. Soma looking for some location that he can break right now with that Defiler. Maybe he can find down at the 6 o'clock. Ooh, great Plague. Finally a shuttle coming out here. Still no Spire, I think, from Soma, so he should be able to take advantage of the lack of Scourge here from Soma. Maybe he can get some good Storm drops off. Or maybe he wants to bring out some Reavers. Yeah, Reavers are out now. Reavers starting to deal some serious damage to these lurker lines. These exposed lurker lines going to take a lot of damage here. Bunch of overlords coming forward. They want to spot out where those observers are. Maybe get a pick off on an observer would be huge. Got to delay these Reavers from cutting down all of the lurkers on this location. Soma struggling here. Only 121 supply. Mini's starting to take over the entirety of the left side of this map. More lurkers going down here. Does he have a plague for this army? A plague right now would be insanely good. It looks like he doesn't. Good juggling with from Mini, keeping the Reavers alive here. This is a very small force, though. Mini does have a maxed out army somewhere on the map. I don't think it's right here. I guess a lot of this is kind of hidden in the fact that he's got tons of Templar and maybe even some Reavers now keeping these bases alive. Ooh, nice pick off. Gonna right click this Nexus down on the left hand side of the map. Surround these units, pick off as many as he can. Quite a few Hydras do end up going down. But Soma has secured this base in the center right now, and it looks like Mini is completely mined out in the main and natural, only mining these two bases in the bottom left, whereas Soma, he's still mining at the center right, those two bases. He's even trying to take the once base of Mini there, down in the bottom right. Let's see if he can actually hold on to that. Reaver's gonna slowly clear out these lurkers, push them back. More shuttles coming. Is this a ton more Reavers or what? He's got, oh my god, 4 more Reavers. No, 3 more Reavers popping out here. 4 Reavers total. Loading up here. This is a sick army. Look at how many Archons there are. That is a crazy number of Archon plus Reaver plus Templar. How do you hold this off as Soma? I think he's gonna be really struggling to keep himself alive through this attack. If Mini breaks this base, there's going to be hardly anything left. A great plague there on all of these Reavers. Can he actually kill them off? He's got to focus with the lurkers. Focus with the lurkers. Oh man, a ton of drones slipping by here as well. He's going to go and start mining. I think this might be it. Mini might have taken this game. All of the Reavers doing so much damage. GG. Wow, Soma taps out. Mini takes that game, but it was not a sweep by any means. I think Soma had a really close game there. Gave him a run for his money. But eventually, Mini manages to take him down. Quite a back and forth there. I think the map played a big part in that game because there's so many different locations where Soma had to try to hold on. Like, he was holding on all these different pathways. Butter has like 4 different attack paths or something like that. I think maybe... Yeah, I think it's actually 4 different attack paths. So if you want to prevent the Protoss army from dealing damage, you kind of have to be everywhere on the map in order to prevent that push. And Mini seemed like he really wanted to push through the left-hand side, so you could imagine like, oh yeah, just keep all the lurkers on the left-hand side, you'll be fine. But the thing is, if you move all your lurkers to the left-hand side and the army switches positions, moves over to the middle, and just runs into your natural, you could just die straight up. So, like I said, you absolutely have to defend in all different locations. You have to keep a real close eye on the Protoss army. And while he was doing that, while he was defending all those locations, Mini just keeps expanding. He keeps getting more bases. He gets himself into that really hyper late game tech with the Reavers and Archons, and gives himself like an unbeatable army there. So great job by Mini, showing us how kind of confident he is to take on a strong Zerg player in the late game. His early game was looking very nice as well. I mean, that game almost ended with a lurker bust, by the way, guys. That feels like a long time ago, but yeah, that was a game that almost ended very, very quickly to that Hydralisk bust, but it went super long. Mini showed his prowess in the late game, and I'm looking forward to many more Mini versus Sulky and Jaedong games in the future. Well, at least one of each. And then, of course, we do have the revivals. We'll see how far Mini can go here with this run. Go on to our next game. Oof, alright guys. Jaedong is our next Zerg player. Coming out here in the bottom right hand corner. Mini in the top right. Sorry, I feel like I'm stumbling over my words more than usual, but hey, it is what it is. Coronavirus. Not even coronavirus can stop this cast, boys. Imagine Africa TV trying to shut us down. Not even Corona can stop us. I'm just kidding. Please, Africa TV, don't do anything like that. Anyway, KCM has given us full permission for this cast. Shout out to him, guys. Go check out the link in the description. Support him as well. Or at least go over and give him a sub. Subscribe. Hit like on a few of his videos. Leave him a couple of comments. Remind him that we're still here. The English fans, we're still here. We're still loving this content. Still, you know, let them know. Anyway, guys, we've got a kind of a fake cannon rush here. Like, Mini's really selling it right now, even making a second cannon, but he's actually going for a gateway attack. And he's forced these drones off the line for quite a while. Really sold it there pretty well. And now that he's canceled this, I wonder if Jaedong makes drones. Because if he thinks that, oh yeah, you canceled your... Oh, he did make drones. Oh man, that's bad. That is bad. Okay. Jaedong might actually be in real serious trouble here, because he thought that Mini failed a cannon rush there and that he was going to be fine. But Mini just completely pulled the wool over his eyes. Made him think that he was going for a cannon rush, and then brings the Zealot in. That's a great drone drill. Really great drone drill. Almost takes out that Zealot just with the drones themselves, but looks like that probe will be focused down. More Lings pop out and deal with that first zealot, second zealot now in here, gonna deal some damage. Few more lings popping out are gonna save the day though, and in the end, Jaedong, hey, he makes it work. Even though he got tricked there, even though he built those extra drones and didn't have enough lings to deal with these zealots, he's found ways to keep himself alive and not take economic damage. That is the most important thing. Now he's gonna surround these zealots, and he will be able to take them out eventually. Of course, they're gonna trade pretty well here, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh. Trading a little bit too well there. That's ridiculous. Now, another zealot coming in here to the natural, making things annoying. God, that 1 HP zealot is crazy. Finally does take that out. And is going to surround and kill this last zealot. Very frustrating stuff, but he does finish it off. And Mini actually has a hidden zealot inside the main here. I don't know how Jaedong didn't see that, but somehow he didn't see that. And now his... Hold on, his lings are just heading out on the map, and there's a Hydralisk den here in the main. Oh man, this is painful. This is just pure pain right now as a Zerg player. Watching this, this hurts my eyes, guys. He didn't see that zealot going into the main, and he made a Hydra den. Oh, he loses a drone as well. Oh man, he thought that he was denying the vision, and that he could maybe get away with a Hydralisk bust. But Mini knows everything. He knows that the Hydra den was made. Oh god, what do you even do here as Jaedong? Do you just not produce any Hydras at all and go straight into drones? I feel like that's maybe the only way. Either that, or you just say fuck it and just go straight into like a crazy Hydra bust and just pull the trigger, hope that he didn't build any cannons. Because actually Mini is not building cannons here. He assumes that Jaedong, after being spotted, won't try to bust him. And he's right. He's right. Jaedong is not going to bust him here. He knows it, so he's just going to fan out the lings, try to find any zealots on the map, and go into a more economically focused game. I believe, unless... Yeah, we've got 4 drones over here at the third. Is this Hydra's popping? If this is Hydra's popping, I'm going to be shocked. I think we actually have Hydras. Maybe he's just going to go for the wall. Go for range first. Range build. Yeah, maybe. Hydras are here. That's a lot of zealots, though. I don't think he will be able to break in here with that number of zealots. And quite a few cannons going down. I guess we've got 3 cannons here. I don't think he can break through this. So... Must be... Oh, no, he's actually got speed. So he did actually want to break through. But he's not going to be able to. He will just have to back off. And can he actually hit this gateway? Not until the range is done, so... That's not good. And... I mean, Mini is just doing everything perfectly here. He's harassing the overlords. He is building up more cannons. He's got a huge number of zealots. He's probably actually going to finish his upgrade as well. Okay, looks like we finally do get range now. Range done. Maybe not quite. A couple more seconds here. Yeah, all of those Hydras should be attacking if they do indeed have range. So, yeah, he cancels one of his cannons. He knows he's going to hold here. Finally, range does finish. He tries to focus down the forge, but the zealots just come out, force everything back. I think they only need to buy a few more seconds. There's the speed. Speed is done, and he's just going to chase this away. So the early Hydralisk attack from Jaedong completely negated here. And multiple sunken colonies are being produced right now because Jaedong is in full panic mode. He has to hold on against this number of zealots. That's so many zealots. His SimCity, fortunately for him, is really, really good at the natural, but third base, not so much. Not the greatest at the third base. Those zealots can definitely get in there and deal some serious damage. Even the second sunk is not even done yet. Okay, he does pull away. Seeing that double sunken. I feel like Mini could have just gone in and focused down drones though, and probably come out pretty darn far ahead. Now, more overlords are getting picked off here on the map. I think 2 or 3 died just now. Ones that had been sent across the map to kind of help out with the bust there. But looks like the Templar Archives is a little late. Mini spent a lot of resources to get this attack going, and he's going to try and just pick off these 2 sunken colonies and overwhelm the 3rd base right here, right now. He's already killed 1 sunken colony. The 2nd sunken colony is under threat here. He's going to get it. He's going to fight against the Hydras and Ling reinforcements on this ramp. He's doing a great job here. Not too many Zealots left over, but he's still fighting strong against this number of Hydra and Ling. He's even running here into the main base with some reinforcements. Gonna go after the drones at the main, make things even harder for Jaedong to micro here. He's going after the Spire. Hydralisk in the main are going to get picked off as well. Hydralisk at the 3rd have all been finished off, and there's nothing left. Jaedong has cracked. Jaedong has broken. 3rd base gonna go down here. All of these drones under threat. Jaedong taps out. GG. Mini with a 2nd kill here in our finals. Alright, well, just like that, Mini runs it back, bringing it just to 1 Protoss player, 1 Zerg player left. An even match here. That's a pretty surprising result considering how the first bit of this match went. But here we are. Probably the best matchup we could hope for. Mini versus Solki. Yeah, I don't mind Snow versus Solki either, but Mini has been showing up here, proving himself to be a very strong Protoss versus Zerg player, and this is my favorite player, Solki, so hope we're going to get some great matches out of these two. No matter who wins here, I would imagine that we're going to have one of these two revived. You know, if Solki wins, then I think Mini gets revived. If Solki loses, then I think Solki gets revived. So we're going to see at least 1 game, maybe 2, maybe even 3 games between these two guys. It's up to, of course, the teammates who ends up getting revived, but that's just the way that I imagine it going. Got Mini here. Didn't make it in time to stop the 12 hatch, but he's going to get in here and harass. Got the scout first on Solki. Of course, this is a very big map. Plenty of space here. I'm struggling with the name of this map. It's been a little while, guys. Sorry. But I actually just cannot remember. We've got a gateway first here from Mini. This is that map with the 3rd bases that are behind some temples and low yield mineral patches. Very, very low. And of course we've got that center base and a base behind minerals. That's kind of your natural 3rd base. But I digress. We've got a Zealot coming here into the main base. Solki about to pop those Lings. Let's see if he can avoid taking any damage here. Ooh, it's getting a little close. Gotten it close there. Oh, I think he's going to lose 1 drone here at least. Yeah, 1 drone does go down. And already this Zealot has paid for itself. Forcing out all these Lings. Killing a couple of Lings as well. And killing that 1 drone. Pretty reasonable trade there for the Protoss player. And he's seeing how many Lings are coming out now. Sees that number. Definitely needs to send his Zealot back home. So I think this Zealot that already wandered nearly all the way across the map, probably going to lose his life, unfortunately. I don't think that Mini can make that run all the way back, and he's going to start a shield battery here in the natural. That's going to be critical to him holding on to this. Oh man, the big surround here. Sulky bringing up the Lings, actually capturing all of these zealots. That is huge. Not allowing them to get back to the shield battery is massive. He is going to use his shield battery to keep his zealot alive here. But there are so many Lings coming into this natural. Uh-oh. Mini almost loses that again with just 8 health left. He manages to heal himself up. That shield battery is just about out, but the second zealot does pop. Just barely in time. Quite a few probes have gone down. Finally, the cannon will start. Quite a couple more Lings going to come across the map here. He needs to keep these probes and Lings right next to this this cannon here. Otherwise, that could just go down. He's focusing the Nexus, just trying to bait his opponent to get off of that cannon. Hasn't worked so far, and it looks like maybe Sulky gonna have to focus down what he can, kill a couple more probes, and then get out of here, because that cannon is about to finish. One more probe, maybe? Yes, he does get that one more probe. Good amount of damage here from these few Lings. Good trade there for Sulky, but it will be held. Mini barely holds on there. Really, that was very, very close to a break in his natural. Had that one more zealot gone down and not been healed up by the shield battery, he would have possibly just lost the game outright. A Hydralisk Den coming down. Sulky is I think his layer was a bit late, so just deciding to go for a Hydralisk Den. 2 or 4 zealots going to come up here. There's more than enough Lings though present, so he's going to chase this down once again, and he could in fact get another surround, and we might have a repeat here of what we just saw. Oh, what? Okay, he's just going to go across the map with these zealots now. Even more Lings have popped out though, and these 5 zealots are not even going to stand a chance getting into the best position possible. But the surface area is still pretty good here for Sulky, and he's going to completely surround and kill every single zealot. I don't know what was going on in the head here for Mini. Maybe he just wanted to buy a little bit of time. He's getting a couple more cannons here at the front, which is going to help out long term, right? Because we are going to have a Hydra bust. But Ling's going to run by here, trying to get up into the main. Pretty good blocking, really good blocking. Only a single Ling manages to make it up into the main base. And what can that do? Maybe kill a probe or 2, possibly, unless... Nice control there by Mini. Just going to deal with that Ling easily. And 2 more zealots heading across the map. Once again, Sulky, now this time with no Lings. He's going to have to produce more Lings. Meanwhile, he kind of, I think, wants to produce Hydra here, right? He does want to do this bust. So he has to produce more Lings once again. Oh, don't allow those up. Oh, God, this zealot got up into the main. He's going to see the Hydralisk Den. That was a good move by Mini. Unfortunate, Sulky not able to block that out, and he will be revealed here. I don't think he can really go for Hydra now anyway, though, because, well, he's actually building Hydra. But there are 3 cannons here already, so 3 cannons, 4th cannon on the way. He could even add a 5th cannon now, no problem. I think he will. Gateways in the main, actually, so Mini not taking it fully seriously here, the threat of the Hydra bust. I think just because, you know, he has already spotted that out. Okay, now he's going to add on the 4th cannon. But you usually will see Protoss players just throw down a ton of cannons the moment that they see that that's coming. Sulky adds another base in the top left. Look at that 4th base instantly here. He's not going for the bust at all. So just building these few Hydras at the beginning, he's going to get that range and knock down these buildings. Yeah, Mini's kind of realizing it now with that Corsair across the map. This is not an all-in by Sulky. He's just going to deal some damage here, pick off this gateway, pick off this shield battery, and then back off into a quick 4 bases. We're going to have a nice long game here, boys. As long as Sulky can hold on to those 4 bases, it'll require a 4 base at least economy from Mini to fight against that. So could be a real nice long game here. Very excited. I thought we were actually going to see the game end when Sulky got in with his Lings, but thank God Mini was able to hold on. Now we're going to have a sweet game here. I think Solki with a bit of a lead, but it remains to be seen. You can see the supply is still pretty in favor of Mini. Solki's maybe got the tempo advantage here. He's already on his opponent's side of the map. He hasn't really produced that many Hydras, but he's droning up very heavily now. Looks like maybe throwing down Spire. No, Evolution Chamber instead. We don't have a Spire yet. Similar to previous game there. Who was that? I think, yeah, that was Mini versus Soma, right? It was no Spire the entire game on Butter. And I think we're going to have a repeat here. Mini now out on the map with that +1 and speed. These Lings aren't really a problem for him anymore. Two-shotting those means he can take good fights against these low numbers of units here by Solki as he's powering up. But the double Sunken Colony might make him second guess coming in here and taking a fight. Now, Solki was just transferring his units over to that base because he's making sure he has enough at each location to take a fight. Oh god, these Templar heading out, that's really scary actually. If these Templar make it into the natural here, it could be game over for Solki. It's all well and good to have your units clumped up behind sunken colonies if it's just pure Zealot, but with these Templar, they can throw down storms on these clumped Hydras and take this fight very easily. Also, you can't really defend with drones. He's going to build a whole bunch of eggs here that's blocking off these Zealots from getting on top of the front sunken colony, but storming on the drones as well. Drones getting stormed down. The Evolution Chamber gets taken out as well. Bunch of units are coming from Solki's third base, but it's a really long way away. Sunken colonies are falling here. Only one sunken colony remains, and Archon has been morphed. I think that Solki's just going to get broken here. Mini with a great little timing attack. 4 Templar running across the map. Don't get scouted out. Solki gets taken down. Mini with the triple kill, taking down Solki. It's not over yet, guys. The Zerg players still have a revive. We're going to find out who they decide to revive in the next map. Hopefully they can have some better luck against Mini, because Mini has been on a rampage here, a killing spree. He runs it back against the Zergs. Let's jump into our next game. Alright, to my surprise, we're going to have Soma being revived here. I guess he is one of the clutch players from the Zerg squad in KCM. He's always done very well. I think that Solki's a better choice, but whatever. We're going to go with Soma. We're on Eclipse now. Soma in the top right. Mini in the bottom left. Can he stop Mini here? It's gonna be tough. This guy is looking in such good form. He's holding everything. He's dealing with every early attack. His control is out of this world. And sometimes, you know, Mini is not always on. Sometimes he is very much off. Sometimes he just can't get things to work properly. He gets a little bit tilted and all that stuff, but when Mini's on, man, he is on. And today seems to be one of those days, man, where Mini just can't mess up. He just can't lose. So it's going to be very difficult for someone to take him down here. He's going for 3 base. Of course, here on Eclipse, just the standard 3. Got that gas going. He set himself up for a very normal build here against what Mini's going for. Mini has a gateway out, but he doesn't have that Zealot in the main base or anything. He's not putting on that pressure. Soma has plenty of time here to eventually get his Lings out and defend properly here. Meanwhile, Mini has his Nexus down. Gonna send these Lings in. See what kind of damage he can get done. Trying to micro here to see if he can pick off the probe. but the control from Mini a little bit too good. Here comes the probe zealot combo to try and take down the drone. Ooh, he gets the first drone. Mini is just so good with that control, man. That early zealot probe micro is really next level. He will surround the zealot and pick it off. Oh, got it. There we go. Soma finishes that off. Now Mini has 2 zealots in the third base. Looks like Soma Nut's just gonna not react to that, actually. And pump out some Lings here a little bit later. Instead, he's gonna go for the counterattack. We'll see if Mini can hold on. He doesn't have a forge. He went straight for the cybernetics core. There's the forge inside the main base, but it's a little bit later. And I think Mini might end up getting punished for his greed here. Yeah, that's a lot of Lings being produced. Soma wants to go all in here. See if he can just ignore these zealots. Let the Nexus go, or let the hatchery go down, excuse me. A lot going on here. Probes falling. That first zealot goes down. One more zealot should be popping soon. And the zealot's being sent back home. He's not even going to finish off that hatchery. He's just going to send his zealots back home. He knows that he needs to stop this. After the gateway here with about 4 Lings, that gateway will eventually go down. The cannon is being produced. The probes are being pulled heavily here. He gets another surround on the zealot. This zealot goes down. Just pure probes here in the natural now, and he breaks through. GG. Mini taps out. Soma breaks the front. Wow, there we go. Zerg finally able to break the back of Mini in the early game. It seemed impossible, but Soma manages to make it happen. So Mini gets taken down. I think he's going to be revived after his performance so far today, but we'll have to see. We're jumping to the next game and see if Mini gets that revive. Alright, I'm going to be surprised once again. It's actually Bisu who gets the revive instead of Mini. What a surprise. A shocker. Truly. That Bisu's going to be the one to be brought back right now. I mean, he's a good player. He is a very good player, but Mini has been showing such amazing results today. I really thought that Protoss would want to bring him back. But instead, they're sending out Bisu here to take on Soma in this final match on Polypoid once again. Hopefully, it's a banger. Cross map spawns. We've got Bisu in the bottom left, Soma in the top right. Hope this one goes out with a bang, guys, for the final game of Season 2 2022, the KCM. It's been a great year, been a great season. Of course, there will be more seasons to come. We're still waiting for the ASL qualifiers, actually. That's underway right now. So there's going to be a little downtime, I'm sure. But the 3rd season will be coming soon. I think that Artemis, old Artie, is moving to Canada, to Prince Edward Island right now. Or to Newfoundland? No, I can't remember where he's actually going, but he's moving to Canada, and so there's been a bit of delay on those qualifiers, the wildcard qualifiers, so waiting on that. But ASL is starting up here, and of course that means a little bit of downtime for us over here at KCM, but I always enjoy listening to other people cast. I don't get to do it as much anymore because I do spend so much time making my own cast, but kind of a nice break when ASL comes around. Get to just sit back and just watch as a change of pace. Looks like Bisu actually, oh man, he slipped his zealot by. Even that zealot over on the left-hand side and waiting with the probe to see when those Zerglings moved out. But Soma smartly kept 2 Lings back at home, so he delays his zealot by quite a bit, buying some time here for his other Lings to get back. And beautiful pulling away there with the drone. He's going to deal with this perfectly. So good, smart moves there from Bisu, able to slip that zealot by, but really sharp, smart movement, Ling movement in order to deal with that. Soma looking good here. He finishes off that zealot, now can send his lings across the map. Lair is on the way. We're set up for a pretty normal game here out of Soma with the Lair coming. I don't think there's going to be any sort of Hydralisk bust or anything crazy. He's keeping his lings out at the front of his own base as well. He's aware there's probably another zealot out here somewhere just lurking around waiting for an opportunity to slide in. So yeah, he's just going to stay back at home and try to keep an eye out for that zealot that's now up at 12 o'clock. Stargate on the way here. Everything progressing normally. Overlord just chilling, hanging out over the natural, waiting for more zealots, counting the number of zealots as they leave the base. And Beast are going to try and slip that zealot in now, but it's been revealed. Unfortunate for Bisu. It's not going to get the damage that he was hoping for. It'll get a couple of lings though, and eventually does get cleaned up. No fancy micro from Bisu or from Soma to try and keep each and every ling alive, but he only loses about 2 lings for a zealot. It's still a pretty darn decent trade. He finds another zealot out here on the map. Unfortunately, it looks like he's gonna lose an overlord in the main though. Overlord in the main does go down. Second Stargate. What the heck is with players going second Stargate? It wasn't that Bisu who did double Stargate? Wasn't it? Isn't it Bisu who did double Stargate against Shine this series already and got busted by a lurker ling attack? I feel like that was him. I'm not 100%, but maybe Bisu just has a new build that he's working on. He really wants to bring out this double Stargate. He thinks that it's strong or something, but well, I don't know. I'm excited to see what he's got because he's really well known as one of the best Corsair users out there in Protoss versus Zerg. So, well, I mean, they're not really used in any other matchup, but you know what I mean. He's a great Corsair user. This kind of plays into his style, but it's not like crazy good unless your opponent is actually going for Mutalisk, right? Because if they're going for a normal style, they're just going for Hydras and they build a few Scourge in order to counter your Corsairs, then you just don't have as many Templars, and he loses his first Corsair as well. Now, this can be deceptive, right? If the Corsair gets picked off early, it could tempt Soma into going for a Mutalisk game. He might switch things up and try to go into Mutalisk. Great movement here by Soma, just catching these zealots right as they're trying to get up here into the third base, making sure that they don't have an easy time of mounting this ramp, getting a lot of damage with those Hydralisks, and now there's not really much left here. Bisu is going to be pushed back eventually, and Soma's going to hold on with minimal losses here, losing a few Hydras, and of course those early built lings do end up going down, but all of the zealots are going to be picked off here. So nicely done. Now comes the real push here with Corsair. How many Corsairs does he have? I think he's got to have at least 5, 6 at this point. It's still going to require him to do some good micro. There we go. Deals with those Scourge very nicely, but good targeting by Soma with the Hydras to pick off as much as he can. I don't see a DT out just yet. So Bisu not going for, well, maybe he is still going for Dark Templar plus Corsair, but the Dark Templars have not popped out yet. He's catching some good Overlords though. Some good Overlord kills here. Down in the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, he's not going to get that second one actually, so that's a little bit unfortunate. A robotics facility coming up now for Bisu, which is a little bit surprising. He definitely needs more units right now. He needs some Templar as well, whether that be Dark Templar or regular Templar. There's the Dark Templar. That should hold off everything now. Soma doesn't have an Overlord in the area. Ooh, triple Overlord just as it's popping out, gets picked off in the main base. That's a big kill. for Bisu. Catching those overlords is massive. It's going to slow down Soma a lot. It's 300 minerals. That's the same cost as a hatchery, remember that. The more overlords are out here on the map. If Bisu could only just find them. It is a really big map, so it wouldn't count on it, but maybe he can get lucky here flying around. Excuse me, guys. I do have COVID, so can expect that to happen a few more times now. There should be a shuttle coming here. A shuttle should be popping out pretty soon. He's coming in with the Zealot and DT army. Gonna try to push his way into this natural, but nice sniping by Soma. He just right clicks on one of those DTs, picking that off, and it kind of defeats the composition here of Bisu. The whole plan is to pick off a bunch of overlords and then let those DTs do their work. So picking up the DT right away means even if the Corsairs get a bunch of overlord kills, it doesn't matter. There's no DTs left, and the Hydras can just deal with the Zealots. Nothing, no real damage will end up getting done. Now, Lurkers are on the way. Soma is catching up in supply. That is not a good sign, guys. I think that Soma is in a pretty firm lead at this point. Even though he's lost quite a few overlords, I don't think that this double Stargate play has really paid for itself in this game just yet. Now Bisu's gonna come up here with his first Soma gonna come up here with his first few lurkers. There's already a observer out here though, so burrowing right in front of those zealots is no good. A bunch of them do get killed, but a good micro around. He gets the observer as well. Really nice micro by Soma to just ring around the rosy there with the Hydras, forcing the zealots to chase. And now the lurkers are in position here right in front of the natural. He's going to start to hit the buildings right in the front and cut off the reinforce here. With the reinforcements cut off from this third base, I think that someone can crack this here with another round of Hydra. Yeah, he's going to go for it, just diving on top of these cannons, ignoring the zealots, just going after the cannons. Now he's going to focus down the zealots as he kills off that last cannon. I think this is going to be it. Soma picks off that base. Ooh, a DT running here into the natural. Look at this. All of the overlords have been killed, so one more overlord there in the natural. One DT and a dream. Can Bisu kill every drone inside this main base and make a comeback? Well, the drones are going to run away, but he does do something. Well, the natural is starting to get broken down. Bisu, does he have a storm? There's a storm. Great storm there on that right-hand side. Doesn't kill off the lurker, but it does deal a lot of damage. Just a few Dragoons left over here and 5 lurkers on that right-hand side all stacked up. If only he had a storm right there. Looks like they're going to rush up here right into the natural. Everything's been broken here. Bisu holding on just barely, keeping his mining in his natural alive here. Like he might be able to break out. It's so close. There's a few Corsairs killing off those overlords in the front of the natural. Wait, the Nexus was never killed? The Nexus was never killed. Okay, he is actually going to kill this Nexus now. That's crazy, though, that Nexus didn't die. If he actually managed to save that, I think Bisu would be in a reasonable position. He's going to run up and try to do it now. Right-click on the Nexus. It does go down. Ooh, that was super close, though. Only 3 Hydras managed to survive there. Now a big group of Hydras come up from the reinforcement line and just crush through these few remaining Dragoons. That's unfortunate. While still about 5 Dragons left over, so Bisu's not out of it just yet. I guess he managed to do enough to just distract Soma in his main base and to keep himself alive. I can't actually believe it. I thought he was dead for sure. As the natural was dying, like nothing was left for Bisu, but he somehow manages to scrape things together and get his third base started once again. I think he needs to throw down some more cannons in his natural, man, because Soma can just run right into his main if he leaves that area open. DT here just gonna park, hitting that hold position button, gonna hang out until some drones are transferred in that direction. Bisu moving forward with a pretty scary army now. Remember that quite a lot of... Oh, nice pick off on Templar. Quite a lot of lurkers and hydras were killed earlier. We don't really have that many left. Only one lurker here. Quite a few hydras. Let's see how Bisu takes this fight. This is a bit of a scary moment for Soma. He's recovering from that earlier loss. Does push everything back though. Bisu just gonna fall back across the map. Lick his wounds here. Make sure that he doesn't take any further losses. Keep his army together. Maybe look for a different target here. Whoa, 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 whoa! These zealots! That's no good. Losing a zealot there. Alright, looks like Bisu gonna try to get up here onto the high ground. The lurker egg just barely out of position. Nice storm there, but a good pick off on that Templar as well. And there's not really a lot on top of the high ground here for Soma, but he's bringing all the lurkers and hydras down. There's no more storms left over. Unfortunately, not a lot of buffering for these lurkers, but the zealots are getting picked off pretty quickly. There's only really some dragoons left. Oh, a lot of zealots on this high ground though. It looks like Bisu just about to bust through. Oh, that storm was so good. Lurkers get up here onto the high ground, start to defend these zealots that have just rampaged through the mineral line here for Soma. Hardly any drones left over, but it looks like he will keep his third base alive. Oh, what a crazy, crazy game, guys. Can't believe that this is so back and forth here in the very final game of this set. Looks like Bisu gonna go ahead and snag a fourth now. Feeling confident after taking that win. I feel like Soma was just a little bit too slow to react to Bisu switching targets there. It seemed like he wanted to go for the fourth, and that's where Soma focused all of his forces, but Bisu just switched it up and immediately went to that third base, and Soma was not ready for that. Had he got the lurker morph on the ramp on time, this could have been a completely different game actually. The position would have been totally changed there had he actually blocked all of the zealots and dragoons out of that base. But as it stands, he's lost a lot of drones here. He's rebuilt some of those, but he wants to get a counterattack done here if possible. Bisu, he doesn't have very many storms left over, and Soma's doing a good job of spreading out his lurkers here, though he's not actually on top of the ramp, and the dragon's just able to fire down here from high ground, picking off these two lurkers basically for free. That's not a good trade for Soma. Tries to push forward a little bit farther, but Bisu, sensing the lack of Hydra over on this side, is going to push down that ramp a little bit. Now Hydra's moving over here to the left side. Can he actually get in and deal some good damage to this fourth base? Maybe he can stop that from going down. No, denied here. If only Soma had gone around the top side maybe and ran into that base, he might have been able to do something. Now with the attention moved to the left-hand side, Soma tries to mount this high ground. Can he actually get up here and stop this base? It looks like Bisu gets some great storms and it should be able to push everything back. There's nothing really here to buffer for these lurkers anymore, and it's just pure Dragoon versus pure lurker. A great trade for Bisu. There's one more round of Hydras making their way over to this third base area, but Soma just not able to make it happen. His supply has dropped crazy low, and Bisu... Oh, there's no drones over here. He hasn't re-droned this area at all. That's so bad for Soma right now. Bisu's mined out of his main and natural, but his third and fourth base are fresh. And Soma just doesn't have the mining. Oh, this is really big. Can he get some free kills on these Templar? One Templar gets picked off. But that's all he's gonna get. Consolation prize here for not being able to take down that third base. Bisu, I think Bisu's got this, guys. After everything that's happened, the back and forth of this game, I think Bisu has a commanding lead now from which to end this game. The drones have been remade here at the fourth. Or excuse me, the third base. Going back and forth here, a lot of dodging. Beasts are actually going to get these Corsairs out somehow. Polypoid is a really big map, so there's plenty of space to run around. Does manage to escape there, but Soma, what does he actually do at this point? I feel like you have to make a move. You gotta make a move here as Soma. I'm just not really sure what it is right now. Maybe a drop? Go drop the main or something? And then just defend everywhere? That's a possibility, right? Perhaps you can take a base in the top left or bottom right and just defend it with Lurker and hope that your opponent kind of feeds into one of those locations and loses his whole army against Lurker. Okay, it's actually going to be a switch into Mutalisk, and this, although it is very difficult to pull off, I think it gives the best chance of success here for Soma, and it makes the most sense. Soma just is just so good at microing with these Muta. Oh, the DT slipping into the third base, so painful. Soma is completely focused on these Mutas and their micro. He's gonna lose every single drone at his third base. 11 kill DT in the third. Every single drone is dead there. And just now Soma noticed it. That's so painful. A few more probes gonna go down here. It's nothing compared to the amount of probes that have been killed in the third base for Soma. That's, oh man. I feel like he might have had a chance. He might have had some sort of a chance here with his Mutalisk play. If he could get in there and pick off a bunch of Templars and then take a big fight, maybe he could make something happen. But now that he's lost all these drones here, I just don't see what kind of options Soma has at this point. Looks like a base gonna come up here in the upper left. This is probably gonna seal things, actually. It can be so difficult to deal with a Protoss player who plays like this, man. When they get a bit of a lead, to just start throwing down cannons on high grounds and hoping that something sticks. And if any of these bases end up going up, then immediately the Protoss player is just gonna win, because it's gonna be so hard for you to dislodge them from that high ground. Looks like Soma trying to throw down emergency creep colonies here in the top center, but as soon as Bisu spots that base, he kind of knows that that's screwed. The army there just moves directly up to deal with that, and Soma gonna try and catch these retreating units, see how he does there. He is gonna get this free Archon. That's a nice pick. But the supply differential is massive. It's really huge, and I don't see a way that he's actually going to be able to deal with this. He's going to kill off a few zealots here. They're trying to kill this hatchery. It's a good start, but he really can't deal with this army. The drone going to escape there. Soma looks like he's heading down towards the bottom right, maybe. He's built a ton of Sunkens. I kind of like that play. This is what I was talking about earlier, right? If you can just get a base on one of these high grounds, if you can go ahead and send a drone down to this bottom right and then keep yourself alive down in the bottom right, maybe you can hold on and try to take this super late. Force your opponent to kind of dive onto into a terrible location against lurkers on high ground. You might be able to make something happen. Now, this is not good, though. This many Hydras just trapped up here in the top right-hand corner. If he leaves a few units with a few Templar, he can keep those Hydras there forever. They're never going to be able to run down this ramp with, you know, a group of Zealots and a Templar sitting at the bottom. But Bisu can send the rest of his army elsewhere and take a fight without all these Hydras being present, which is super annoying. Or he can come up here, try to break up this ramp and actually just kill all these Hydras. I guess that's one way to do it. Looks like that might be the plan. Gonna try and run up with some Dragoons. I don't know if that's the right move, but meanwhile, Soma's gonna stop this base over here, which is actually a really good play. It looks like base on high ground here from Soma will end up getting denied. Bisu's paying attention elsewhere, so he's actually not microing his units as well as he could have. Okay, now he's actually going to micro everything forward, make sure that he actually kills this and denies this base from Soma. Soma can send, I guess, a drone up to the top left now? Immediately? I mean, why not? He needs a Hail Mary play here. Ooh, he lets that just die. No cancel. And it looks like, yeah, a drone gonna be sent directly up to the top left. Now, there are a lot of lurkers in this area, so he can potentially keep this alive in the top left, make it very hard for Bisu to break him in other locations, and just sit back and focus on the defense. But Bisu is just, he is light years ahead right now in terms of his overall supply and his income. He's getting 6 o'clock base right now. Ooh, looks like he's gonna get spotted though. Soma with the Muta's kind of dodging through the storm, managing to get down to 6 o'clock. Does spot this. Wait, where are all these lurkers? I thought there was a bunch of lurkers over there at top left. A little bit weird. Now Bisu gonna have to retreat with his army. Oh, only one Hydra or one Muta left over, and a massive wave of Hydra lurker coming down to this bottom left-hand corner. Oh, big storms on all of these lurkers and Hydras. Oh man, I think that Bisu's getting the better trade here, dropping storms like bombs on these guys. Wow, my voice just went to shit there, but Bisu takes this army down easily, and Soma not able to deny 6 o'clock. His gas is extremely low. His minerals are almost dried up. He's barely mining here at all. I think the only minerals he has are down at his third base, the mineral only. Looks like a huge transfer of drones heading up to the top left, but there's nothing really to defend them over there. This fight here in the middle is not really amounting to much. Just a few Zealots and Dragoons getting killed off, but the main story is this base at 6 o'clock that Bisu's managed to hold on to. And the base at top left that Soma is about to lose, I think. He needs to get up there and actually defend that location, otherwise that last mining base will be shut down here momentarily, I think. Bisu getting his army back together here. He's got plenty of storms on this high ground as well as cannons. Everything that's killed. GG. Soma taps out. Bisu takes the win for Protoss. Protoss making their way through the semifinals, managing to take down Zerg here in the final. Quite the journey, quite the story between these two races, but in the end, Protoss is victorious. Wow, we ended up getting a pretty good series here, guys, considering how it started out in the early first few matches. But a real action-packed final, guys. That's it. Protoss is victorious. Alright, there you have it, guys. That's the end of Season 2, 2022. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm feeling it in my throat right now, so I'm going to end it here. Congratulations to Team Protoss. All you Protoss fanboys out there. Got him. Got another one. Put it on the shelf. I'm sure the god Bisu is proud of you. He's proud of you all. We're all proud of him as well. I'm surprised that they brought him out, but he played very well. Soma also played fantastically. That last game was crazy. I thought for sure that Soma was going to take that one, but somehow Bisu scraped it together. Pretty wild. Really, really wild. That Protoss is just so unbalanced. I'm just kidding, guys. But seriously, how did he win that game? I don't know. Doesn't really make sense, does it? But congratulations, Protoss. That's it for the video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next season. Have a great week.